The Battle of the Gullet is the bloodiest sea battle in Westerosi history. The show just gave us its version of it, and almost none of the mechanics match the book. Different person starts the war, a whole subplot got deleted, the dragon lineup is different, the reason Jace dies isn't the reason Jace dies in the books, even Shiroko Lohar's gender and death got changed. In Fire and Blood, Otto Hightower is the one who makes contact with the Triarchy and brokers the deal to break the Velaryon blockade. He gets replaced as Hand by Criston Cole before the deal even pays off. The show gives that job to Tywin Lannister instead. He's the one on Lohar's ship negotiating terms. Otto's mostly off the board by this point in the show, so it's a simpler line to draw. But it shifts where the blame lands. In the books, this entire bloodbath traces back to Otto's scheming. In the show, it's on Tywin. Before the battle even starts, the book has Rhaenyra sending her two younger sons, Aegon the Younger and Viserys, to Pentos for safety. Their ship, the Gay Abandon, gets intercepted by the Triarchy fleet on the way there. Aegon escapes on his barely grown dragon, Stormcloud, who flies him home but dies of his wounds shortly after. Viserys gets captured, presumed dead by everyone on Dragonstone, and then, later in the book, turns out to have survived captivity after all. None of it happens on the show. Aegon and Viserys are toddlers, already sent off safely back in the Season 2 finale. No ship to intercept, no Stormcloud, no Lost Prince twist. The dragon lineup got rebuilt. In the books, 5 dragons at the Gullet. Jace on Vermax, Ulf White on Silverwing, Adam of Hull on Seasmoke, Hugh Hammer on Vermithor, and Sheepstealer ridden by a dragon seed named Nettles. Baela sits this one out. In the show, 3 dragons, Jace on Vermax, Baela on Moondancer, Rhaena on Sheepstealer. The 3 dragon seeds aren't at the Gullet at all. They're near Harrenhal, waiting to ambush Aemond on Vhagar instead. One big battle in the book got split into 2 smaller ones happening in different places. It spreads the action across the season instead of front-loading it, but the show's Gullet is a much smaller dragon fight than the source material. Number 4, Nettles is gone. This is the biggest swing in the episode. Sheepstealer's rider in the books is Nettles, a low-born dragon seed with no confirmed parentage. In the book, Rhaena has nothing to do with any of this. She's in the Vale, bonded to a hatchling dragon named Morning, nowhere near the fighting. The show cuts Nettles entirely and gives her arc to Rhaena. The setup's been there since the Season 2 finale, when Rhaena went after a wild dragon in the Vale. Number 5, why it all goes wrong. In the book, Vermax goes down for a simple reason. He flies too low, and a crossbow bolt or grapnel takes him out. Enemy action. The other 4 dragons do their job, and the Triarchy's line breaks. The show invents a different cause. Rhaena gets Sheepstealer into the air, but she can't control him once he's told to attack. He turns feral, burning the Blackstone ships, going after the other dragons, and chasing down Jace and Vermax in the confusion. That chase is what gets Jace killed. Book Jace dies in a war. Show Jace dies partly because of his own family. That's a different kind of grief for Rhaenyra to carry into the next episode, and it's not in the source material at all. Number 6. Corlys never fights in the book. Corlys doesn't take part in the actual fighting in Fire and Blood. He comes out untouched, and afterward, looking at his wrecked fleet, delivers the line about hoping he never wins another victory like that one. The show puts him in direct combat. He ends up in the water, close to drowning. It also gives Aelin of Hull a reason to believe his father might be dead, which sets up the next change. Number 7, Shiroko Lohar. Lohar is a man in the books, the Lyseni admiral running the Triarchy fleet. He survives the Gullet, he dies much later, and that death kicks off a separate war in the books called the Daughters' War. The show makes Lohar a woman and kills her at the Gullet in a fight with Aelin of Hull, who believes, wrongly, that she killed Corlys. Gender swap and an early death in the same move. Tell me which change got to you most. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.